What's up, fight fans? This is Kurt DeVille with Counterpunch Boxing News, and I have some new news concerning Oleksandr Gvozdyk. Get this, Gvozdyk is keen to nail down the Benavidez fight in June in Las Vegas. Light heavyweight contender and former champion Oleksandr Gvozdyk has agreed to terms to fight David Benavidez in Las Vegas in June. Fight fans have been hoping Benavidez was ready to take the call from Canelo to box in May, but Gvozdyk, the nail, is now very much in the frame for Benavidez. And the former WBC champion Gvozdyk, which is 36 years of age, is currently at the number 2 in the WBC rankings. Benavidez is unranked at 175, but he holds the interim title at super middleweight. As they say, there is no smoke without fire, Gvozdyk said in an interview. He said, they have made an offer and I have said yes, and now start working towards it. There is not much more that I can tell you. This only started happening yesterday. I've immediately said yes, and that is it so far. My trainer came to me and told me about this fight. I think it's awesome. This is why I come back to boxing, to fight at the top level. I want to be champion again, and to fight for the mandatory position is amazing. It will be for all 4 belts. It is perfect. I assume it will be pay-per-view. He's one of the biggest names out there. It couldn't be better for me. From what I know, it will be in June or July, okay? And let's see. Gvozdyk's only loss, of course, came to Artur Beterbiev in Philadelphia in 2019, while the 27-year-old Benavidez is undefeated in 28 fights. He said, I don't see why they would make me an offer if they are going to fight Canelo, Gvozdyk added. It doesn't make sense. Canelo is going to fight in May. We would fight in June or July. Benavidez is a great fighter. He's going to be very big at light heavyweight. People call him the Monster Bandera for a reason. Come on. At 168, he was huge, but he will be bigger at 175. It will be very, very tough for me and a very tough challenge. Okay, those were the words of Mr. Gvozdyk, and let me counterpunch. Look, I think that Gvozdyk is like most of those guys, you know, Alexander Usyk, Vasyl Lomachenko, you know, the Klitschko's were kind of like that, but they just didn't really have the opposition, you know, in their generation, okay, in their era. And those guys want to challenge themselves each and every time. And I remember when Benavidez stopped Gvozdyk, and it was still a good fight. And the question you ask yourself, can David Benavidez, first of all, will he fight Oleksandr Gvozdyk? Because the offer has been made. If it's been made, you know, and he said yes, and they back out, there is no other way or no other place to go than, hey, you guys didn't want to fight in the first place if you offered it in the first place. Unless Canelo does something crazy and calls him out, then I can understand that. But, you know, me personally, I'm tired of hearing about Canelo. Canelo's at 168. David Benavidez, as big as he is, fighting these guys that obviously are smaller than him. He's having problems making weight. He's a young, strong, growing man, okay? Young man at that. So he needs to expand. So I think, if anything, David Benavidez should be at 175 because I think he's more suited there. Even Gvozdyk said, hey, this guy is big. He's going to be bigger at 175 than he did at 178. You know, so it is what it is. You know, so I think Gvozdyk is ready for the challenge. You know, and if you really notice, he didn't say he was going to beat David Benavidez. He said, that's why I came back to boxing, for the challenge. You know, I know he has some confidence in himself, but, you know, that's how you really do things. That's how you really do it, you know. So it is what it is. Yeah. So I think that him immediately going forward with the opportunity to fight is better than any other thing that, you know, I can imagine, right? So it is what it is, people. You guys tell me what you think of Oleksandr Gvozdyk stating that he has agreed to terms to fight David Benavidez. Of course, please subscribe. And you guys been Counterpunch. Peace.